What the heck is going on, guys? How's everybody? Today we are going to be talking about a very specific, very wonderful passive today, the Change Soul Link Monster passive. We're going to be talking about a ton of benefits you can use as well with your soul links, some tips and tricks on how to get the best out of your monster cooldowns. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, comment, share with your friends, subscribe. You know what it is, but let's get into it. So, as you guys can see here, I currently have this maxed out, which means you can change your soul link monster every 1 second, which essentially means you can continuously change your monsters in and out. I've never even really noticed a latency. This mine as well says 0 seconds.
It does have a thing.
Oh, it does. It is like 6 or like 0.6 or whatever. 1 second. I know. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say though? Like, yeah, I'm done. It's fine. Anyway, it's so fast. It doesn't even matter. So even early game, I think you want to be putting into this. Initially, I gave advice not to. We do have videos for Kina, Orbia, and Cleef. I do recommend you check those out if you want to know more about the actual passives for each character. But I found this much more beneficial than I thought I would, even early game on my EU account. So yeah, but let's get more into why this is useful. So number one reason for me, if you're dumb like me, is you sometimes accidentally click the wrong person. So let's say I want to heal with Juno because like my Theo's gonna die and I accidentally hit 5 instead of 4 and now I have to wait hypothetically if I don't have that cooldown. So your Theo might just die because of that misclick. Whereas if you had the 1 second, hopefully you could just hit 5 again and then you'd be able to hit E and then hopefully that's enough time as opposed to waiting for the clock. So that's one good benefit. Number two is just being able to have versatility in your skills based on what's going on, especially once you get into PvP. So maybe you need to cleanse, so you need to switch. Maybe you want to break their defense because you see an opening, an invincibility or something like that. There's tons of reasons why you might just want to switch. As well as just in some dungeons, once you start speed clearing, you might get greedy and put your damage dealer as your soul link or your brander as your soul link, but you might need to be able to quickly switch back and forth. So really good. But the number one reason Cheta is going to demonstrate for us is to maximize the cooldowns of your monsters. So I'm going to explain it quick. So essentially, each monster's first and second skill obviously have a cooldown. If we go into our monsters, we can just look at Theo, for example. But these cooldowns are how often their skill is going to proc if they aren't your soul link. So for example, this one's 20 seconds. So every 20 seconds, he's going to do this skill if he's not your soul link. If you have him soul linked, you more than likely have him set on triple crush, his second skill. So he's never going to use that first skill, number one. So you're totally missing out on that first skill, which kind of does suck. And number two, you're never going to proc this passively. So what you can do is you can put in, say maybe you start with Bastet or a Wusa or someone who's going to give you some sort of buff. You soul link them initially, you use their skill, you let your damage dealer or whoever you want to soul link use their 2 skills, and then you switch them in. So Cheta's going to go ahead and demonstrate for us here quick. So he's going to go in with Bastet soul linked in order to give attack buff, and then he's going to switch to Naomi after Naomi has used her skills on cooldown, and then going to spam second skill in order for a speed clear type thing. So this is something that is very important in White Castle because you can skip the armed stage actually, like with this team right here. It's better if you're running like 2 people and one person switches in Hela and one person switches in Argan or Naomi, just so that you can keep like a lot of brands on. But as you guys can see, it's super quick. Obviously, I'm super strong for this dungeon, of course, but yeah, 13 seconds, so pretty close to my best time. But yeah, so very useful thing to do. As you guys can see, you can switch out super quick, make a lot of quick decisions this way. So yeah, make sure, especially as you get later and later game and start doing some PvP, you're going to want to make sure you upgrade this passive. But that is all we have for you guys. Cheta, do you have anything? Nope. All right. As always, we appreciate you guys. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. We appreciate y'all, and we will catch you in the next one.